The House of Windsor has always been a hotbed of speculation, yet few events have captivated the public like the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, from their senior royal roles. This seismic shift, dubbed Megxit, sent shockwaves through the monarchy and beyond. It also cast a harsh spotlight on Meghan's personal life, particularly her relationships. Rumours of discord within the royal family, particularly between Meghan and her sister-in-law, Catherine, Princess of Wales, swirled even before Megxit. The public eagerly devoured every detail, analysing body language and dissecting public statements. This scrutiny intensified after the Sussexes' departure, with each subsequent interview and public appearance fueling further conjecture. The Oprah interview, in particular, proved to be a turning point. Meghan's candid revelations about her struggles within the royal family, including allegations of racism and a lack of support, sent shockwaves around the world. It also seemed to mark a turning point in her relationships with some members of her inner circle. As the dust settled, whispers began to circulate about a shrinking social circle. Some close friends, it seemed, were distancing themselves from the Duchess. The question on everyone's lips was, why? The world of celebrity is often built on shifting sands. Friendships forged in the crucible of fame can crumble just as quickly. In the wake of Megxit and the ensuing royal drama, rumours began to surface that Meghan Markle was experiencing this firsthand. Insiders, speaking under conditions of anonymity, hinted at a growing distance between the Duchess and some of her closest confidants. Some claimed that high-profile friends were quietly distancing themselves, perhaps wary of being dragged into the maelstrom of royal controversy. Social media, once a platform for shared laughter and public displays of affection, became noticeably silent. There were whispers of unreturned phone calls, cancelled engagements, and a noticeable absence of familiar faces at events Meghan attended. While these claims remain largely unsubstantiated, the silence from those once closest to the Duchess spoke volumes. The rumour mill, fueled by a public hungry for details, went into overdrive. Speculation ran rampant. Had the pressures of royal life and the relentless scrutiny of the press taken their toll? Or were there deeper, more personal reasons behind this apparent exodus from Meghan's inner circle? Life within the gilded cage of royalty is unlike any other. While it offers unparalleled privilege and global recognition, it also comes at a steep price, constant public scrutiny, and a profound lack of privacy. Every action is dissected, every word scrutinised, and every relationship becomes fodder for public consumption. For someone like Meghan, who came from the world of Hollywood, where image is paramount but personal lives are often closely guarded, this transition could not have been easy. The relentless glare of the spotlight, coupled with the often unrealistic expectations placed upon members of the royal family, can be overwhelming. Maintaining personal relationships within this environment is a delicate balancing act. Friends and family are thrust into an unfamiliar world, subject to the same intense scrutiny as their royal connection. Not everyone is equipped to handle this pressure. Some may buckle under the weight of expectation, while others may choose to retreat from the spotlight altogether. The British tabloid press, notorious for its insatiable appetite for royal scandal, played a significant role in shaping the narrative surrounding Meghan Markle. From the moment her relationship with Prince Harry became public, she was subjected to a relentless barrage of negative headlines. Some of these attacks were thinly veiled racism, playing on harmful stereotypes and questioning her suitability for a position within the traditionally white British monarchy. Others focused on her family background, highlighting her estrangement from certain members and painting her in a negative light. This constant negativity took its toll. Even the strongest individuals can be worn down by a relentless onslaught of criticism and character assassination. For Meghan, already navigating the complexities of royal life and the pressures of new motherhood, this negative press coverage likely added an extra layer of stress and isolation. It also made it difficult to maintain friendships. The constant threat of being dragged into the tabloid fray, of having private conversations leaked and personal lives splashed across front pages, would be enough to make anyone think twice about aligning themselves too closely with the Duchess. The decision of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to step back from their roles as senior royals sent shockwaves through the world. This unprecedented move, dubbed Megxit by the press, signalled a desire for greater autonomy and control over their own lives. It also had a profound impact on their relationships. For some, Megxit represented a breaking point. The couple's decision to distance themselves from the royal family, and by extension the institution itself, may have been viewed as a betrayal by those who remained firmly entrenched within the monarchy's inner circle. Others may have felt caught in the middle, torn between their loyalty to the crown and their personal relationships with Harry and Meghan. This internal conflict, played out against the backdrop of intense public scrutiny, could have led some to distance themselves from the Sussexes in an effort to preserve their own standing within the royal fold. Friendships, like all relationships, evolve over time. What begins as a close bond can shift and change as individuals grow, their priorities evolve, and life takes them in different directions. It's possible that the changes in Meghan's life, From her marriage to Prince Harry to her relocation to California naturally led to an evolution in her friendships. Some friendships may have simply run their course, unable to withstand the geographical distance and the demands of their respective lives. Others may have withered under the intense scrutiny that came with being associated with the Duchess of Sussex. It's also possible that Meghan herself made a conscious decision to distance herself from certain individuals. As she navigated the complexities of royal life and the aftermath of Megxit, she may have realized that some relationships were no longer serving her. This is a natural part of personal growth, but it can be painful nonetheless. The experience of feeling isolated, of having your inner circle shrink, can be deeply isolating. For Meghan, already facing the challenges of adapting to a new country, a new culture, and the demands of motherhood, this sense of loneliness was likely amplified. The loss of close friendships, particularly during times of stress and upheaval, can have a profound impact on one's emotional well-being. It can lead to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and even depression. It can also erode one's sense of self-worth and belonging. For someone in Meghan's position, constantly in the public eye and subject to intense scrutiny, this sense of isolation could be particularly challenging. The need for privacy, for a safe space to process emotions and confide in trusted friends, becomes even more critical. Navigating the aftermath and rebuilding trust, well, it's no easy feat. Rebuilding a social circle after a period of loss or estrangement takes time and effort. It requires vulnerability, a willingness to put oneself out there and risk being hurt again. For someone like Meghan, whose every move is analysed and dissected by the public, this process is undoubtedly even more challenging. Trust, once broken, can be difficult to rebuild. The sting of betrayal, whether real or perceived, can linger long after the initial hurt has faded. For Meghan, moving forward will require surrounding herself with people who have proven their loyalty and discretion, individuals who understand the pressures she faces and who will offer unwavering support, both publicly and privately. It will also require setting boundaries, both for herself and for those she allows into her inner circle. This means being selective about who she trusts, being mindful of what she shares, and prioritizing her own emotional well-being above all else. A future uncertain, the challenge of new connections. Building new friendships can be daunting, particularly for someone in Meghan's position. The constant scrutiny of the press, coupled with the potential for betrayal, can make it difficult to know who to trust. Yet, forming genuine connections is essential for personal happiness and well-being. Meghan's relocation to California has provided her with an opportunity to create a new life for herself and her family, one free from the constraints of royal protocol and the stifling traditions of the British monarchy. It has also given her the chance to build new friendships, to connect with people who share her values and who support her vision for the future. These new connections may come from unexpected places, fellow parents at a children's school, neighbours in her community, or colleagues in the entertainment industry. The power of perception. Shifting public opinion. Public perception is a fickle beast. It can be swayed by headlines, influenced by rumours, and manipulated by those with an agenda. Meghan Markle has experienced this firsthand, her image shaped and reshaped by a media landscape eager to capitalise on her every move. The negative press coverage she endured undoubtedly had an impact on her social circle, making some wary of being associated with her and fueling the flames of existing tensions. However, public opinion is not static. As Meghan continues to forge her own path, using her platform to advocate for causes she believes in and to control her own narrative, perceptions may begin to shift. Her work on issues such as gender equality, mental health awareness, and racial justice has resonated with many, challenging preconceived notions and highlighting her commitment to making a difference. Lessons learned. Growth and reconciliation. The experience of having one's inner circle shrink can be a painful but ultimately valuable lesson in discernment. It teaches us to be mindful of who we allow into our lives, to recognize red flags, and to prioritize our own well-being. For Meghan, this experience may have been a catalyst for personal growth, leading her to reevaluate her priorities, re-examine her values, and surround herself with people who genuinely support and uplift her. It may also have opened the door for reconciliation with those who were once close but drifted away. Time, coupled with honest communication and a willingness to forgive, can heal old wounds and pave the way for renewed connections. A new chapter, finding strength in adversity. Life is a journey marked by both triumphs and trials. The experience of navigating a shrinking social circle, while challenging, can ultimately make us stronger, more resilient, and more discerning about the company we keep. For Meghan Markle, this chapter in her life, though undoubtedly difficult, may prove to be a period of immense personal growth. It has forced her to confront adversity head-on, to reevaluate her priorities, and to forge her own path, both personally and professionally. As she continues to build her life in California, surrounded by her husband and children, she has the opportunity to create a new kind of social circle, one built on mutual respect, shared values, and unwavering support. This new chapter in her life promises to be filled with both challenges and opportunities, and the world will be watching as she writes it.